Hello, I wanted to make a little help video for Chapter 3 project over a couple of things. So when you go into the project, it says you can find the description of the project here, and you're going to make a copy of that in your Google Docs. I highly recommend that you go up and save it in your own Google Drive and remove the copy of up here in the title, and then click on this folder, and then you can tell it what folder you'd like it to save in. If you click the plus button, you can create a new folder if you haven't already that's called stats. And then click the check. And then within stats, you can even create a folder that says projects, because you're going to have a few other projects this semester. And then you can just say move here. And then to find that, you can go into your Google Docs within your Gmail app. For those that don't know, up here are the 9 buttons, and it will let you go into your Google Drive. Your Google Drive is basically just like a file folder, but it's not held on your computer. It's held out in the cloud. And so if you click on that, you can then go to the folder that we just named stats and double click on that. And then I'm going to double click on the folder I just created, and there's the copy of the project that I just saved. Now, within the project, it says make a copy of this data. So I'm going to go to that data and make a copy of that. And then again, I'm going to change the name of it, and I'm going to save it in that same folder by clicking on the move button and doing all that. Now, whatever your data variables are, you may want to delete the other columns that you're not going to need any longer. But also, as you're looking at your data, for instance, there are some students that chose the variables favorite animals. Right here. In your house, types of pets. Well, this is going to be hard to make a pie chart with, for the fact that this student right here answered cat and guinea pig. This student here answered cat, dog, and fish. So what you're going to have to do is cut out the comma and the dog and the fish and add those to some blank lines down here so that they're all individual entries, so that you can accurately count every cat, dog, guinea pig, cat, dog, fish, rabbit that are available. Okay, that's one issue that might pop up. Another issue is that you might have a person over here. How many minutes does it take to get to campus? This student or person that entered the survey put 720 minutes. That might have been a typo. So you have to decide how you're going to handle that. Do you want to delete the observation? Do you want to make it 72 minutes? That's up to you. If there are people that answered the survey, but they just didn't answer that particular question, you're just going to leave them blank, and then you'll just have fewer number of values in your data set. Another issue, which U.S. state were you born in? You can see here, there were several people that typed out Michigan, and then some that just put M with a little I and M with a big I. You have to decide how you're going to count that, because really, we all know that all three are going to be Michigan. So I would go through and adjust them so that they're all with the same spelling, so that when you go to do your pie chart and your bar graph, that they're all counted in the same grouping. Okay. Then once you start looking at your quantitative variable and you want to do some of your work in Desmos, an efficient way to do that would be to, I'm just going to grab this data. You're going to grab all the data that you want to include, and then you're going to hit Control C for copy. You're then going to go to Desmos, and you're going to put it in a list. Now, a list is going to look different, but it can be used exactly like the table. So you call it a big L, that way Desmos knows it's a list, and an equal, and then Control V, and it automatically puts it in these brackets for you, and comma separates it, and then it lets you know how many data points are in the list, which is good, because then you know you copied everything. Then you can go about your business, and you just have to reference it with the big L. So you can find your 5-number summary, you can find your box plot, all of that there. And don't forget, if your box plot, the scaling isn't how you want it, you just have to hit the magnifying glass. And then you're going to do all of your calculations in here. Make sure that you save it as project chapter 3 so that you know where it's at. And then I would like you to copy this by going up to the share graph up by your name, copying your link, and you're going to paste that as a submission. So if I want to, this is what it's going to look like for you. You're going to go ahead and say, yep, I'm going to start assignment. And then I'm going to upload, a file. Well, first I'm going to upload my Google Doc because I've already have a copy made of my Google link. So I'm going to click on website URL and I'm going to paste my Desmos link there. And I'm going to submit that assignment. And then I'm going to click on new attempt because I also need to send Mrs. Main a copy of my Google Doc. And to do that, you're going to click share up here in the share. Now, right now you can see it's locked. But I'm going to click on that and I'm going to say, I'm going to change this restricted here to anyone with a link. And then I'm going to give them viewer access. Once I click on this and make anyone with the link and viewer access, I hit copy link. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to make a new submission here and I'm going to upload file, or you can do another URL if you want. But if you do file upload, then you can upload it from your Google Docs. I'm going to do another URL and submit that assignment. So I submitted it again. So now both things should be there. You have to make 2 assignments. You have to do 2 submissions if you have 2 things that you want to upload for me. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like in my view as the instructor. So I'm going to go to the speed grader. And my test student is me. So I'm able to click on your project. It opens right up. I can see it. I can also go over here. This down arrow shows that I've got 2 submissions and the other one was my Desmos tab. And then I'm able to go right in and see everything that you did in Desmos. So let me know if you need any other help.